How is it going, everybody? My name is Copyright, and I'm really excited to present you this. And this is a Kaya token synergy deck that I come up with the idea while making yesterday's video. Speaking of yesterday's video, guys, thank you again for this 100 subscribers. I'm really happy, still really excited. And this deck is more on the competitive side, but it is a mid-range deck, and currently in the current meta, especially Mythic, mid-range has a really hard time to do anything because aggro decks can out-aggro to mid-range decks, and control decks, especially these bounce decks, are really effective against it, and also against our deck. This is why maybe in the current meta it's really difficult to find a spot for this sort of mid-range deck, but as soon as the meta shifted maybe a little bit, this deck could shine really much. And until now I'm really happy with the performance and definitely with the fun you can have with this deck. And let's check out all the synergy that we have. Of course, we build around our Kaya, Geist Hunter, and specifically around her -2 ability to create double that much token that enters a battlefield. And you see maybe all our 4 and 5 drops are token generators and token creators, let's say it like this. And first off, we're gonna check things that are not so often used outside of some tribal decks. This is Ferija Retribution, an enchantment for 4 mana, 2 white and 1 black, and it creates on the first chapter 4/4 white angel creature token with vigilance. And again, don't forget, everything is doubled if you have your Kaya on the board, so you minus Kaya, and then you play Ferija's Retribution, and then you create 2 angel creature tokens. And then in chapter 2 you can deal with something, so it's like a removal spell. Here you can also, don't forget about, you can attack because they have vigilance, and while the blockers are declaring, so in the pre-block declaring phase, you can tap them and kill maybe some blockers or kill maybe some creatures that can be dangerous for you. So this is also something important. And the third chapter is basically a game finisher, because often you go for 16 damage or maybe even more, because all your angels have suddenly double strike. You can finish out the game. Then we have another card that is not so often used, is Starheim Unleashed, a 4 mana sorcery that creates you a 4/4 white angel warrior creature token with vigilant. And here is the foretell ability, and a lot of people don't understand how this ability works. This is why I'm trying to explain it maybe a little bit more precise. Basically, what it says, foretell is XX and a white source. And this X is, you can account it as double mana for 1 angel token. So let's say you have 5 mana, right? So you pay 1 white, then you have 4 mana left. And then you tap 4 lands. With these 4 lands, you can create 2 angel creature tokens, right? Then let's go in the next scenario, you have 7 mana, and 7 mana is easy reachable with our treasures that we're gonna talk a little bit later. But you have 7 mana, you pay 1 white, and then you tap 6 lands. And these 6 lands can create 3 creature tokens. and so on. So if you tap 8 lands, so if you have 9 mana, you tap 8 lands, you create 4 creature tokens. But here we don't even need to have 9 mana available to create 4 creature tokens, because as again, if you have 5 mana, you can cast this Foretold with minus Kaya 2, you create already 4 angel creature tokens. So this is something that can go really, really fast out of hand, especially against other mid-range decks, but also some aggressive decks can just not deal with 4 flying vigilant angel creature tokens that can also get bigger with Kaya, because Kaya +1 ability says put 1/1 counter on another target creature token you control, and all other creatures get Death Touch, or all creatures get Death Touch. So you can swing in, keep your 5/5 blockers and 4/4 blockers alive, and a lot of creature decks just surrender as soon as they see that you have 4 creature tokens flying in the air. And also mono green has barely a chance against it. And then we have, of course, our Loth, great synergy with Kaya. Just these two took over or take over the games, because you can minus Kaya create 4 spiders, and these spiders, when they die, they give additional loyalty to Loth, so Loth can again minus create again if you minus Kaya before, gain 4 creature tokens. So this can get really, really crazy. I had a game where I had these 2 bad boys on the board, only these 2 took over the game so fast, and I played against Angel life gain deck. They just didn't have a chance, because they constantly were trying to go through the spiders with the flyers, and my mid hook was on the board, and I constantly just drain, create new. So it was really cool. Yeah, this is so far for the token synergy. We have, of course, some other small synergies, but I think you will see it in the gameplay when we're gonna try it out in some ranked. And the other cards that I added to go blank, for example, I added it afterwards because I encounter a lot of control decks that play Lyra, and the problem there was as soon as they start bouncing, and every bounce spell is a kill spell for our tokens, of course, because they don't go back to the hand, they just die. Go blank helps a little bit against it, because if they play Lyra, you can exile the whole graveyard from them. Then, of course, some board control with Mythic Massacre, but also good against other creature decks that can drain them out with a lot of 1-drops. And here's nothing new. I twitched 4 off just to have a learn board, because learn board has a great synergy with Kaya too, and gas to create treasure tokens and Deadly Dispute. And it can come sometimes up that you have, for example, Guest, Deadly Dispute and Kaya on the board, and then if you minus Kaya and Deadly Dispute a Guest, and you create double of each artifact here. So double of the treasures, and you can explode like really crazy. You can be on turn 4 like in 9-10 mana area. So it's really cool synergy here too. Of course, also Innkeeper has some synergy with token creation or treasure creation. If you need 100% you're another treasure token, just minus Kaya, he will create 2 treasure tokens. And then Vanishing Urge, just a cool instant to deal with all monocolored permanents, and it's not only creatures, of course, mainly you will target creatures, but you can deal also with enchantments and all this stuff at monocolor. Yeah, so far for this, let's check out the sideboard. In the sideboard, you see maybe I have 15 cards, because I include some things that I also considered to take. And if you don't have the wildcards for it, because it's a little bit more expensive, you can definitely take out something of this sideboard here to have an addition to this deck, and it will also perform pretty nice. Mana base we're gonna check a little bit later after the sideboard. So in the sideboard we have, of course, our lesson spells, and here I want to point out Mascot Exhibition, Pest Summoning and Contaminating Bridge, especially these 3, because they all create tokens. They can create tokens. For example, Contaminating Bridge, if opponent runs opposing Mythic Massacre, it's a 2 mana enchantment, doesn't matter if you pay for it, I don't know, 10 mana. Still you create a pest, and if you need an additional blocker to protect your Kaya, for example, you can easily minus Kaya, Contaminating Bridge, you create 2 pest creature token. The same is true for our Pest Summoning, we minus Kaya, and then Pest Summoning we create 4 pest creature tokens that also grow with Kaya +1 ability, right? So you can make them bigger if you need, and they have Death Touch. So this is also cool. And Mascot Exhibition, of course, if you are in the point where you have Kaya on the board and have 7 mana, you can easily minus Kaya, and they just double everything that you have from your Mascot Exhibition. Also really nice. Then, of course, Confront the Pest, because we have some Planeswalkers here to get back, but also we can deal with opposing Planeswalkers. And let's check out the addition that didn't make the cut, but you can easily add them. They will be also performing really good. Sunset Rivalry, a great possibility if you run against aggressive decks like mono white or something. You can jump maybe with your Ghast, take some damage, and suddenly you gain 4 life. You create 2 tokens, again tokens energized with Kaya, and draw a card for it. So it's also not a bad addition to it. Then we have Rite of Harmony, because amazing card draw ability here. We are looking to create a lot of creature tokens, and sometimes this card can draw you like 5-6 cards easily for just like 6-7 mana, in addition to the creatures that you are creating. So this is also maybe a cool addition to it. And high mana cost is not a problem, as I said, because we have a lot of pressure creation. Then Righteous Valkyrie, also maybe an interesting addition, because we create sometimes a lot of angels that give us a lot of life. Valkyrie will give us a lot of life, but also make all your small creatures a little bit bigger. Valkyrie you can include maybe 2 or 3 of. Then another card that I first tested with it, and then I found myself, again, because the meta is more bouncy, not killy, this is why Rise of the Dreadmarn needed to be cut. But otherwise, if you play against sweepers and other things, but maybe you can also set it up yourself, because you can foretell it and just play it for 1 mana, and then next turn you can maybe, I don't know, Mythic Massacre, let 1 mana open, everything dies, and this spell says create X 2/2 Black Zombie Berserker creature tokens, where X is the number of non-token creatures that died this turn. We have a lot of non-token small creatures that will die to small Mythic Massacre, but also everything that opponent controls dies. You also create a token for it. So you can sometimes end up, I had a game in a playtesting queue with no rank, where I had 8 zombies on the board just because I played my Mythic Massacre. I think it was like for 2. I had like 5 mana, I played it for 2 mana, so I sweeped everything, and then I played my Rise of the Dreadmarn. I had like 8 zombie tokens that again can get bigger with Kaya. Or if you minus Kaya, you know, you have 16 of them, so it can be really fun. If you want to add 1 or 2 copies of it, easily go for it. Then Celestus, good against control and also card selection. You can also add it if you don't have some wildcards here. Sorin, of course, -2 ability creates token, and again, a good curve. For example, turn 3 Kaya, turn 4 Sorin, and you minus him with minus Kaya, you create 2 flyers that can protect Kaya and Sorin and gain you some life. So this is also cool. Maybe also with Chariot you can copy them. Rend 7, again the combo Rend 7 and Chariot. I didn't want to include it here because almost everybody runs this combo. This is why I took him out. And of course our Lisa, Forgotten Archangel. Again, if you run Lisa, I think you should also run Valkyrie, then you are more angel type of deck that can create some angel life gain synergy there. And Lisa basically allows us to replay every cheap creature that we have here again from the board. I exclude her because sometimes I drew her as a topper and I had, for example, I don't know, 2-3 angels. She does nothing with the tokens, right? So it's only non-token creature. This is why I excluded her, but you can edit her when you go more in the direction of angel life gain synergy here. You can easily include Lisa because she's great. Not only she protects Valkyrie, because Valkyrie can re-enter, also she protects all the small creatures, and she herself has lifelink and is a good buddy against Goldspan Dragon and other things that come to your way, like I don't know, All-Grown Troll, for example. They cannot easily attack with it. So this is also a nice buddy. 4/5 lifelinker flying is a good thing. Yeah, this is so far for the sideboard. And mana base, you see, maybe we try to hold it more black because we are more black, especially the beginning is more black. And if you have black, you have no problems. If you're missing black, for example, you have only, I don't know, some white sources, white, green or something, you need to mulligan. You cannot play this deck without black. This is why it's really important. Everything else, green and white, will be fixed with our treasure makers. So if you have black in the starting opening hand, of course, priority here on the Ghast, and maybe Deadly Dispute or Eye Twitch, something like this, where you can create a treasure, and with this treasure you can maybe play the Innkeeper. Innkeeper creates a treasure, and it's just snowballing forward without even having the mana. So this is maybe a really cool thing. And also the double white for Phrygian board is never a problem to cast it. I never had an issue with it. Yeah, this is so far it for the deck, guys. I hope you will enjoy the gameplay part, and after the gameplay I will show you another version of this deck, so stay tuned. If you don't interested in the gameplay part, just skip almost to the end. At the end I will present you a little bit other deck that inspired me to make this deck too. and I just a little bit different version. Maybe you will be interested in it too. Otherwise, let's not wait longer. Let's check out how the games are going. So here we have our first opponent, Salim the Cat. Salim the Cat. And you see, maybe I lost a little bit of progress in deck creation. And this hand is... we can play Kaya, but we cannot play Innkeeper. We're going first. Double green. Shit. This is interesting, but I like to start with the 1-drops open in my hand and then draw maybe in the process our Kaya and everything. So this is why... But I think he's an aggressive deck. But what does me an aggressive deck bring? A Mythic brings if I don't have acceleration to sweep for 2 or 3 on turn 4. Let's mulligan this. I'm not happy with this hand. Oh, this is much better. This is much better. We have black, we have green, I have green white. Okay. So let's keep this. Maybe take out one guest. Play you for black. Okay, opponent looks like snow deck. It's okay. Let's go with green. With you sacrifice. Create a treasure, I think, or kill, because I think also opponent has Deadly Dispute in the hand. So we force him to sacrifice his treasure. Okay, this is not bad. Not the worst. Next turn we can already play our cherry. And we are doing it. We are doing it. Cherry just a great tool. Let's see if opponent can accelerate into Blood on the Snow. Maybe a Mythic. We will see, but from next turn on we can start creating angel tokens. Okay, is it a zombie deck? I saw yesterday the video from CGB, maybe a lot of people play his decks. Edgar! Oh, this is nice. Edgar is nice. Okay, my turn. So now the big decision. Should we risk our cherry for the Edgar? I think so, right? It can just go upwards because then we don't give our opponent the time to reset and our angels will get double strike. Create some tokens here. If opponent wants to trade, is okay. Still go for 4. Okay, let's see what opponent is now. 4 mana, he can -2 Mythic Massacre if he wants.
You fight for me now.
Okay, my angels can take care of this. Can take care of also a little bit more. Go blank. We go blank for land and land. Or do we? No. For you. This I think. Because if I draw lol, I want to have my mana open, right? Yeah. Just in case we draw the lol. I draw the eye twitch, but it's okay. We create you. Next turn this. And this is a thing I was mentioning. Can kill stuff, and next turn opponent looking almost in a lethal board, right? 4-5, he cannot do nothing there. So he needs a specific type of interaction here to deal with everything. Yeah, Salim the cat. You have it or not? Go blank. -3. Okay, this is not enough. This is not enough. Good game, my friend. Good game. A nice one, huh? And whoop to 92. Huh? That's good. That's good. The lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Cool name. Cool name. And this hand looks really, really good. I like this a lot because we have some acceleration, we have some token makers, depends what we catch up on the way. We can do different things. So let's go from black. And shambling. Maybe we draw an untap green source, will be nice for the Innkeeper, otherwise we have nothing much to do on the turn. On the turn 2. Are you a control? I think he is a control deck. This is why let's play you for white. And we keep up our removal. Opponent for tone, maybe Doomscar? Should we bet that I will draw my manland just because the opponent has Field of Ruin on the board? Okay. It's not the worst. Let's go in. Should we play Kaya now and do open mana? I don't know. If he do something, then I will play her. If he doesn't do anything, then I will play the Innkeeper, I think. Because currently the Innkeeper accelerates us too into some Jessica shenanigans. Otherwise, if he will not have open mana, I will play Kaya and then hope that I will draw a land and then play Jessica with 4 cat tokens. But in this case, I think opponent has something like Javari Disruption or maybe Divide by 0. Okay, opponent thinking, or he's out of the game. I don't know what he's doing. Chup chup. Chup chup the candles. Chup chup. And here, chup chup. Okay, my opponent seems like he's disconnected or something. Okay. Then let's resolve Kaya. Let's resolve Kaya. Opponent is not here. The bat does nothing. Do some. Oh, he's here. Okay, this is a weird flex. You just joined the game, or what happened? White. Okay. I know what you are. I know what you are. How are we doing this? Let me see. He should be blocking, right? So we're gonna go for minus Kaya.
This time I brought backup.
And we're gonna attack. If he blocks, we create multiple treasures. Okay. Create a treasure token. We create 2 of them. Play you, create another 2 tokens. And then we play Cherry. And you see how it explodes, right? Cherry create another tokens. We create another life. Blub 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 blub. And no, we keep the treasure. Keep the treasure, keep the treasure. Okay, Doomscar was expected. Let's see what we draw. Ooh. Faruk. Should we sacrifice Kaya to have just more angels? We should, right? We should.
We should have had a bet. Oh, give up already.
Autoplay.
You're outnumbered.
Give up already, you're outnumbered. Let's see if opponent has another Doomscar. Because he should. Otherwise this will be really painful for him. Now we have 4 flyers out of nowhere. This is the cool part. Yes! Amazing! Wow! Look at this! One turn, right? He swept everything, he killed everything, and one turn, killing Kaya, crewing with Retribution, just destroyed it, Oh, that's amazing. Cool game, really cool game, I like it. Let's check out another one. Stefano Antici. Stefano. Mi italiano. Sounds definitely very Italian. Stefano. So really nice. You can pronounce it. Imagine you're the mom of him. You're like, Stefano Pentabone! No? This is a great name to scream. Maybe even if you're not a mom, but still. Stefano. Amazing. Let's check out. We have black, we have green, we are missing white, but as I told before, we can play this game without white. White is just addition for Retribution, even if it's double white and Kaya. So let's check it out. So far the start is okay, alright? Look at this. Look at this. This will come after. Oh, here we have our white source. And maybe mono green? Maybe mono green, maybe something else. Okay. Sculptor. Sculptor is okay. Play you for green. Play you. Bloop. And we stay back. Now our goal is to protect Kaya, because Kaya will be like mind-blowing against this shenanigans. Okay. All grown troll. Okay. Here. What do we have here? Kaya. He goes for 2. We can still minus her, right? Decisions. Let me see. No? 3. Next turn we have 4 anyway, but we don't have... Oh no, we have white. Yeah, this is a smarter play, I think. Before I play Kaya and let 1 mana open, I play Innkeeper. This way we have 3 mana. And we can still play Kaya. And Kaya can plus.
Yeah, I can handle this.
Nothing.
I'll make it look
And we are not attacking. Now if he goes with all... We need to keep 2 loyalty on our Kaya, right? We need to keep 2 loyalty. So let's see. Ranger class, okay. Let me see how he wanna do it. He wants to attack. We can kill it. We can even kill it if you want to. Let's do it, right? Let's kill it. I think this is a little bit a better path. Oh, he has Snake Surveil. Okay.
Oh, it's on now.
Oh, it's on now. We create a treasure because we cannot kill it anymore. And then we are going... Let me think. If I minus her now, we'll create a lot of cat tokens. Next turn we can start copying the angels. And this will be the game, I think, right? Right, so let's go here for green. We can minus Kaya,
Next time? Oh,
play the chariot, and we play... No. Yes. Yes. There is no way he's not attacking next turn. And we end it. Okay, let's see, let's see. Opponent goes face. Here phase 2. He wants me to crew, so he has a fight spell, I think. This 2 mana that you can kick. This is why we are gonna bait it out. We are gonna block one. No, we are gonna block you. Block you. I know that trample blah blah blah, but I don't care. I just wanna have another treasure. Just wanna have another treasure. The treasure token. And I was hoping maybe he wants to save the wolf. Pack leader is okay. This is actually really good because this makes free for my cherry. Not anymore. And cobra, okay. This is okay. Vanishing verse. Come as cold. Sure. Time to create some angels. Time to create some angels and be the aggressor. And here we go. You wanna double block the cherry? It's fine. Because next turn... we can also Vanishing Verse. Stefano. Antici. Antici. Stefano Antici. Okay, double block, double block. That's okay. Yeah, now you need to be careful. Who is the aggressor now? Because next turn we're gonna kill some of your sculptures. We're gonna exile some of your trolls. Cemetery Prowler, nice. This is nice, but the clock is ticking. 2 more turns. 2 more turns, and he has chariot too. Next turn he's gonna play chariot. I'm not gonna block, don't worry. I think this is game, right? I think this is game. Sure. Let's go all in. Kill the prowler. No discount for you. Yes! Fuck, but it's also the 3rd game in a row we win, so I think I need to make another one, guys. Maybe we will hit some control players that I meant. Here a little bit lucky that he's stuck on the 2 mana, but with the Winter of Sculpture he definitely had the possibilities. So the 4th game, against somebody I cannot pronounce. I wonder if some people just like write similar to Latin language, the letters. Like, you know, it could be like a C, L, T, C, I, C, something like this, you know. I don't know. Somebody in the comments who knows if this means something, let me know. I would love to know it. This is go first, and this is a nice hand to go first, to be honest. We have all the colorations, we have early accelerations, now we just need to get some profits out of it. Just to have environmental science open, or double white, if we need it. My opponent is on blue, okay. This is green, black, this is white, this is white. So let's play you versus green, I think. Let's play you. Let's go again. Opponent is on blue. And no wonder that this land barely sees play, even if it's a mythic rare. Because to cast this spell... Okay. To cast this spell is... this is my insurance against sweepers, right? Right. But first I want to see if he's gonna block for my chariot. And I think he's gonna block. Because then turn 3 he will foretell Doomscar. No, he doesn't. Okay. We play you and we foretell you. A control deck. I think this will be my loss, hopefully. It's the 4th game and I need some losses. To just show you where is the weakness. He foretells Doomscar now. And now we can make... Jesus, Kaya. My girlfriend. Kaya. I play Retribution, he will Doomscar 100% next turn, right? He needs to. Then the next turn upkeep, well, we'll have 5 mana, we can double this one and then they will have double strike. Okay, let's go with this plan. Or what if I play Chariot? They will Doomscar too, right? Oh, obviously. Obviously they will Doomscar the Chariot too. I play Chariot, they will Doomscar. I will play Retribution mounted with our Angel. Go in, they need to Doomscar again. And then I can Starheim and again Chariot and they need to Doomscar again or something else. So this is, I think, the most pressure we can apply this turn or this game. This is why we're gonna keep it. Doomscar sí or no? Oh, he doesn't want to Doomscar. Interesting. He doesn't want to Doomscar. Okay. If he doesn't want to Doomscar, then we go with Kaya. You have a counter, so it's coming. I go with Kaya because I want to make a token bigger, so I can crew it cheaper.
Innistrاد's undead are stubborn, but I'm relentless.
So we are like plussing the token, so he's a 3 now, and then we can crew it with a token and Shambling Gust. Maybe he will bounce the Chariot, or maybe he has some kill spell. Who knows? And then we're gonna go full in and create another token. Doesn't matter which we choose, it will come as a 2/2. Memory Deluge, okay. So next turn they will 100% Doomscar me, right? They should Doomscar me. But then we will minus Kaya, play Starheim for 4 Angels, then create another 2 with Chariot. This will be a difficult game. And he needs really specific type of interaction against it. Okay, Doomscar isn't coming. He was waiting 1 turn. I think this was a little bit greedy, but it was his choice. And so far, maybe it's even Epiphany, but I think it's Doomscar. Ah, it's Doomscar, you see? Like an open book. Telling you. And he has 2 mana open, this is the only thing that concerns me a little bit. Let's go. Stake environmental science. Yes, he foretells. This will be really difficult, my friend. This will be really difficult for you. Now we go here, this one for 2, because we have 5 mana. And then we crew it, and this creates again double tokens. So opponent now needs again to Doomscar me. And the 6 Flying Angels after a Doomscar. And he will most likely again Doomscar because, as I notice, decks like to draw all the removal in their life. Yeah. Nice. Okay. This is actually not the worst. Play you as a black source. And then we play you again as a minus. Let's see if he has another Doomscar. Then we do the same again. And you see the synergy going, right? You see it. You see it happening. Create another token. Another 2 tokens, I'm sorry. Thanks. But I know that you have maybe another Doomscar, so... To recover from the next Doomscar will be really difficult, but hey, c'est la vie, no? Epiphany, okay. Epiphany, maybe he's looking for something else. I can even minus for 1. This could be a really, really interesting game. He will looting with Memory Deluge? Or play another Epiphany. And this is where mid-range usually fall apart, right? Because you have difficulties to recover from double Doomscar is really, really difficult. Also from Epiphany. And this is, I think, now if we draw Go Blank, it will be amazing, because I also think he has Liar in his hand. Or mostly decks who launch Liar or Hullbreaker Horror. Yeah, they don't run sweepers, they don't run just like cheap bounce spells. A lot of cheap interaction and a lot of cheap spells. Just to keep on bouncing everything and to keep on bringing it from the graveyard. So maybe, who knows? Maybe he also runs this Boros command. What is it called? This Boros command where you can make indestructible, create tokens, deal 3 damage, draw cards, blah blah blah. You know what I mean, right? Another alliteration, okay. And Foretold is maybe I saw it coming. Maybe. But this will not save him. Because our angels will have tap to kill. Because of the retribution. So I will attack, tap, kill both of the flyers. And I can even like provoke it with my mid hook for 1. Opponent has still 3 mana open, so he can Doomscar maybe still again. So this is not off the table. Opponent is gonna Doomscar us. Four mana open. Another Foretell. Okay, 2 mana open. Fading Hope. Let's crew first with the 1. No, we don't even need to crew, right? No, we don't even need to crew. -1. Let me count. There will be 4 trees. 4 trees. He bounce 1 is 9, so he will not be dead. This way, if I attack, he bounce 1. It's 12, okay. Let's go. Let's go all in. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Okay. Kill it. One mana left. Kill it. Yes. Yes! Wow, amazing. Oh, in the last moment I thought about it. In the last moment I thought if I minus for 1, it will be good for him, because this will be 9 damage. Because my angel is also -1. Yes. And if I will crew with chariot, the same scenario. I will crew something, he will bounce 1, and I will go just for 8. But have an extra token in my hand. Wow, this was amazing. This was amazing, guys. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit harder now. But amazing. So, Miso White Bit. Miso White Bit. It's my 5th game in a row now, and I still hope for a loss. I hope the video will not be too long, because I have a birthday party to attend today. And need to edit and everything until then. Opponent goes first. We have 1, 2, Maybe ramp into 5. Depends, but we are going second. Okay, let's try. Against aggro decks we have some Chumpy. I'm on a white, okay. Oh, Mythic will be nice against mono white, huh? I like it, I like it. I like it, I like it. Okay, portable home. Not the worst, not the best. Makes everything expensive on my turn, okay. You are white, you are green. Let's go with you and with you. Talia will come down, I think. Or some other exile spell. This is the exile mono white. This is basically our nemesis, mono white exile. No. You for green. No attacks. I want to exile the paladin class because you already invested in it for mana. Will be more valuable. Where does he put the counters? Let me see. Put one on him and one on her. Okay. Let's exile it. And next turn we can Mythic. No, we cannot even Mythic, right? Kaya? Kaya into what? Into nothing, I think. If he draw another land, I will be under pressure here. Okay. Let's see. And because he knows I have instants to remove, he will distribute the counters evenly. Another paladin class. I still complete for 4. And really expensive Deadly Dispute here. And he can plus again everything. Brutal Qatar. Okay, I still gonna heal it. And take what? Pest summoning? Or environmental? I have the feeling that environmental will be a little bit too slow. I need to draw my land now. Pest summoning otherwise will keep me alive a little bit. Okay, let's go with pest summoning. Jesus. Okay. Another land, come. Give me another land. Yes. Now, can we go here for 4? Right? For 4. Okay, let's go this for 3. Am I still dead though? What if I play you? You will keep me longer alive, right? Than the Mythic. She will keep me longer alive than the Mythic.
Come closer, little thing. Do what I demand.
Because if he has another land, he can double. Double the marble, double strike me. Oh, he has another land. Okay, that's good. And where do we go now? Show me. Okay, all on Kaya. This is good actually. This gives me a little bit more time.
You win this round. But
Go blink is not something I was looking for. But we can play you. The problem is now if I double spell, he will become... He will become again... you know what I mean? How are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? I think this is my best bet currently. I should have played it before. It's a misplay on my side.
Just how I showed you.
He will become thing and take away my 3-2. Okay. Let's see. He wants to double strike it, or he wants to Faceless Heaven? Faceless Heaven, okay. He goes all face. You and you. I'm dead. Huh? Ah, fuck. Okay, at least we died on our 5th game. I think I made a lot of misplays, right? In this game I could have won if I meet Hook earlier. I'm not sure. Then I think if I would meet Hook before, he would have 1 Lumi left. And maybe I would have won. I don't know. But I definitely made some misplays. This is, I think, this game goes on me. This game is, maybe still excited from my previous game. It was just amazing. Amazing game before. Good. Let's make a cut for here. Let's go to the other deck I show you fastly, because I think this video otherwise will be really, really long. But maybe you enjoyed. And the other deck is also something really, really cool. So, and here we are. And as I said, this deck, I'm really, really surprised how it performed, especially now when we were recording. Before in playtesting it was good too, but against control-ish type of decks I had almost no chance. I think the win rate was there like 50-50, but it was really difficult. Let's check the other one that I promised you, and this is basically just Orzhov coloration. This is what was previously built. And you see here I have a lot of the sideboard cards that I already mentioned before, but I also have some other interesting inclusion. Sideboard is again the basic lessons that we had also in the other video. And here you see maybe I have the inclusion of Bloodcaster, because of a lot of our things gonna die, a lot of our things gonna be sacrificed. This is why Bloodcaster create blood tokens, and again the creation of tokens synergizes with our Kaya really good. Also I have here Rise of the Dread Marn that I told you before. I was playing with this deck when I told you about the Dread Marn, where I had like 8 zombies with it, because I was, I think, Blood on the Snow or something like that, or Doomscar, because I have 1 copy of Doomscar. If you foretell it, you can do it for 3, and then you foretold Rise of Dread Marn for 1, and then you have suddenly a lot of creature tokens. Then we have the Professor, that is also not another deck, just to have the access more to the sideboard. Because Orzhov with a sideboard is a really strong deck. We know it from the version from CGB that went so successful. So this is basically also here the idea that early creatures provide us with sideboard and some acceleration. Bloodcaster provides us also with card selection with the blood tokens, but also maybe with more creatures with the bet tokens, with the bets that we are creating, and Kaya can double these blood tokens. And Valkyrie we have here, you see, maybe for gaining some life. Again, Starheim, we have another one. Here we have also Sorin running. Here we have 4 of Retribution. Because we are more in black and white, we can afford to run more of it. 1 Doomscar, 2 of the Loath, 1 of the Lisa. And then, of course, Immer's Call, it's more like a land. And 2 Blood on the Snow. So we missing here our Midhook Massacre. You maybe see as a sweeper and removal. And we also miss our Vanishing Verse as a versatile removal. But here we throw up a lot of creatures on the board. This is why maybe spot removal is not so much necessary to deal with something. Yeah, this is why 4 Blood on the Snow, because they can also get out Lisa, they can get out Lolth, they can get out almost any Planeswalker here in creatures. Mana base is 22 lands, because we have 24 with our Emeria's Call. So this is basically the other deck that I wanted to show you, that maybe you have some idea, or maybe it stimulates you to have some other ideas for this sort of token creation decks with our Kaya. It's pretty cool. Yeah, on this spot, guys, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. I hope you liked the deck, especially the normal madness. It was really fun to play. Really something different, I think, takes it a little bit to another level. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Ciao.